Hello everyone, this time we have a short video for you. We took our camping to visit my mother, and while we were there, we decided to go on a spontaneous little trip to a beautiful nearby spot. David and I searched on Google Maps for a place where we could park the camper, and we found a lovely parking area by the water surrounded by lots of greenery. None of us had ever been there before, which is a bit surprising since we've often been in the area. The place is located in the town of Rhenen, in the province of Utrecht, close to the border with Gelderland. At Palmerswaard you can sit right by the water and enjoy the view. However, as the warning sign clearly states, swimming is very dangerous here. This is most likely because large cargo ships pass by regularly, and the current of the river can be quite strong. Dogs are allowed as long as they are kept on a leash. At one point a glider flew low overhead. There is probably an airfield nearby, because it seemed to be descending for a landing. We thought we could continue walking along the path, but it turned out that there is an end here. Simcha was more happy to cool off by dipping his paws in the water, so we quietly unclipped his leash for a moment. He definitely seemed to enjoy the refreshing break. After that, we walked back because we had noticed another path along the way that we wanted to explore. Rhenen has a rich history. One of the most well-known events is the Battle of the Grebbeberg, when fierce fighting took place between German and Dutch forces during World War II. The town was heavily damaged. Later, during the liberation of the Netherlands in 1944 and 1945, Rhenen was once again affected by the war. Quite a difficult history for such a charming little town. The parking area is located along the Rhenen, and right next to it is a restaurant called Moeke. Moeke is another Dutch word for mother, so we thought it was funny. We thought Simcha that my mother's nickname is Moekie Cookie, so seeing a restaurant named Moeke made us smile. It's not an official camper stop, and I'm not sure whether overnight parking is allowed, but it's a wonderful place for a day trip or a relaxing break. There is also a small passenger ferry that crosses to the other side of the river. It's only for pedestrians and cyclists, and it costs less than €2 to cross the Nederrijn. The town center of Rhenen is within walking distance. There you will find charming old houses, a historic church, tower, shops, supermarkets and several restaurants. All in all, it's a lovely place to visit if you're looking for a peaceful stop with beautiful views and a touch of Dutch history. It was time to head back. Before leaving, we enjoyed a nice meal together. Because the weather forecast had predicted heavy rain and thunderstorms, we didn't want to get home too late. Then we returned to my mother's house and we had a drink, and Simcha was clearly tired after such a fun day out. David then came up with the idea of driving to Rhenen, just across the border in Germany. The reason? Fuel is quite a bit cheaper there than it is here in the Netherlands. So despite the weather warnings, we decided to go anyway. It was very windy and David could definitely feel that while driving. Fortunately, we managed to drive through the worst of the rainstorm. It was a long trip and we arrived home in the middle of the night, but we came back with a full tank and saved some money on fuel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you enjoy our little adventures, camper renovation projects and our Noahide lifestyle journey. See you next time.